Goat production and management. Breeds and breeding. Common breeds of goats. Toggenburg, from Switzerland. White and Marca, on the face, feet and tail. Standing ear like Insanan, 52 kilograms buttle UT, can give milk 1.5 liters per day. Anglo-Nubian, a tropical breed or live in a hot place. The ears hang down. The color of the fur is brown, or a combination of brown and black. Has a long body and up to 70 to 90 kilos. As an adult, can give 2 liters of milk every day. Saanen, from Switzerland. Its color is white or orange. Recognized as the most. Give milk that up to 3 liters per day. The weight is about 60 to 80 kilos. Native, small classes. The color is red, white and black. The given milk, only enough for the children. This, up to 20-30, just a gesture. Boar, type of goat that is good meat. White, the color is usually black or maroon. Feet later, and the head. The weight of the goat, reach 90130 kilos. Grown up. Alpine, a European breed. The color is slightly off-white, in red and black. Active class, up to 70 kilos and more. Upright ears and straight. The face, it will give 1.5 liters milk every day. La Manca goats are perhaps the most distinctive goat breed, easily recognizable by their very short ear pinny. They are also known for their high milk production and the comparatively high butterfat content in their milk and people-loving temperament. The La Manca is a large goat that stands about 3 feet tall. Males have an average weight of 165 pounds, and females have an average weight of 130 pounds. La Manca does are at least 28 inches tall and weigh 130 pounds, while bucks are at least 30 inches tall and weigh 160 pounds. Any color or color combination is acceptable. The hair is short, fine, and glossy, and the bridge of the nose is straight. Selection of breeders. Selection patterns of good or beautiful man and goat woman. To the male goat buck. Blood composition, constitution and vigor. Breeding quality, aggressiveness, healthy with no deformities. Normal testicles, clean, shiny, healthy coat. 6 to 8 months, and not less than 25 kgs. The 1-year-old bull goat, or those who have been successfully infected, the better the better. Have a good delivery record. Must come from that race. You have 2 children. Must be active and ready to. The shedding of the goat. Selection patterns of good or beautiful man and goat woman. In the female goat doe, milk production, size, docility and dairy, temperament, motherly instinct, performance of her dam, straight and strong legs, healthy with no must be the same the source terminal of the goat and your place will be freed from it, not less than 25 kilos the weight. The breast must be palpated to be examined. If the size is the same, it will be known if there is swellings and other abnormalities. The nipples must be the same height and large for easy milking. Breeding, goat pregnancy. How to breed goats. Pregnancy in goats has many goals. Particularly in milk goat, it is necessary. Reproducible milk can provide the maximum that the children need. The important points that should be considered for breeding our goats. Gestational age, 8 months, 40 to 50 kels. Heat period separation signal, 3 days. Tail wagging, go ahead and pee. Clear genital saliva. Castrate another goat. Doesn't move when the male goat licks it. Does not like to eat. Signs of estrus or heat. Duration of pregnancy, 150 days plus 5. Estrus cycle, 21 days. Signs that the goat is pregnant. No more calling. Have an enlarged stomach. Swelling of the penis. Sign of the riding goat. The animal swells. There is mucus coming out, or slurping like saliva. The toy will swell. Keep lying down. Can't settle. Go ahead and pee. Does not like to eat. Understanding ruminant animals. Ruminant, also called compound stomach animals, have a 4-compartment stomach. Rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. Ruminant's digestive system. 1. Rumen, largest compartment adult. Contains many microorganisms, tiny living organisms which supply enzymes to break down fiber. Digestion process. Produced vitamin B and K. After the fiber broken down, the particles moves to reticulum and parts of fibers not broken down return to the month to be chewed again, called chewing cud. Lining looks like towel. 2. Reticulum, second compartment, located just below the entrance of the esophagus. Lining like a honeycomb, serves to channel food and trap foreign materials that might harm the animal. 3. Omasum, permits absorption of moisture from feed. Absorb more nutrients called volatile fatty acid VFA that gives energy to ruminant animals, called many plies of many folds libro. 4. Abomasum, considered as true stomach. Breakdown feeds into simple compound that can be absorbed by the stomach and intestinal walls. Particles move to small intestine for absorption to different parts of the body. The small intestine is a chief seat of absorption, then move to the large intestine. Take note, the size relationship of the 4 chambers changes as the animals matures. Digestive system of small ruminant. Goat kid, birth to 6-8 weeks or 2 months. Kids consume mostly milk that goes straight to the abomasum. Why? Because at this stage, the rumen is not yet well developed and functionless. Only the abomasum is functional for milk feeding. Good skin. A healthy goat in good condition has clear skin and shiny, soft hair. Check for abscesses or evidence of external parasites. Normal reproductive parts. Males should have 2 testes equal in size, at least 29 centimeters circumference. Females should not have deformities of the vulva. Body. Doe. A straight top line and sharp withers. A long rump that is not to sleep and not to straight. Wide chest. A deep heart girth. Prominent hips and sharp pins. Buck. Masculine body with medium length head. Strong, straight, smooth back. Long, wide, and nearly level rump. Deep heart girth. Care and management. Sign of a given birth goat. The animal swells. There is mucus coming out, or slurping like saliva. The nipples will swell. Keep lying down. Can't settle down. Go ahead and pee. They don't like to eat. Things to note during childbirth. Place the pregnant goat in a comfortable room kidding pen. Different from other goats, the room should be disinfected and the goat should be put to bed rice straw or clean new. Avoid flooding in the children's area so as not to disturb them. If the child's plastering is normal head and leading foot first, it does not need help. Care of a new baby goat. Blow the nose to breathe. Untie the umbilical cord, and then cut it, and apply a disinfectant. Betadine can be used. If the umbilical cord continues to bleed, squeeze the end of the umbilical cord or tie it with a bandage. Care of a new baby goat. The child must be weaned immediately so that he can get the colostrum from the 1st to 7 days after giving birth. Colostrum contains antibodies that provide protection to the child, especially in the digestive tract. The colostrum has a cleansing substance that helps release the impurities inside the goat's stomach. Colostrum helps supply vitamin A. Care of the whelped goat. Separate the weaned goats based on their size. If the male child is to be slaughtered, it will be done about 1 or 2 months after giving birth. If the woman is a nursing child or a mother on her breast, separate girls from boys at the age of 4 for months because they are already at puberty age. Goats start bleeding at the age of 8 to 10 months. Care of the male breeder. The male breeder is separate but must also be found by the female or young goat. The male has a scent that helps to quickly call the young goat. A male breeder can serve 25 to 50 female goats in a year, but when the goat is mature, he can serve more. Forage and pasture management. What are forages? Forage are grasses, herbaceous legumes, tree legumes. Features of grasses: low-growing grasses for grazing, medium-height grasses, either grazing or cutting, tall grasses for cut and carry. Important characteristic of forage: 1. Digestibility, succulent. 2. Nutritive value. 3. Palatable lami, and 4. Juicy dugong. 3. Palatability. Species: plant part leaves stem. Age young leaves old leaves. Improved grasses: 1. Napier. 2. Star grass. 3. Setaria. 4. Guinea grass. 5. Carabao grass. 6. Guatemala. Leguminous plants: 1. Eucalypal giant. 2. Flamingia. 3. Caliandra. 4. Centrosema. 5. Stylo. 6. Macahia. 7. Madre de Cacao. 8. Kudzu. 9. Ranzoni. 10. Atticus pentwa. 11. Indigoffer. 12. Cadios. Feed requirements: 10 to 15% fresh grass per WT per day, 3% dry grass per WT per day. Grass care: 1. Grass, Napier, Paragrass, Guinea, Signal, Setaria, Stargrass. Planting method: stem branch, stem roots, stem roots, stem roots, stem roots, stem or roots. Planting distance: 50 cm 50 cm, 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 1 cm 1 cm. When to cut: day 45-60, 25-30, 30-35, 30-35, 30-35, 20-30. Compe: 2. Legumber, Ipolipal, Caliandra, Madre de Cacao, Flamengia, Cachere. Planting method: seed, seed stem, seed, seed, seed. Planting distance: 50 cm 50 cm, 50 cm 50 cm, 50 cm 50 cm, 50 cm 50 cm, 50 cm 50 cm. When to cut: day after 1 year, then 90 days. Do. Pasture management: 1. Rotation: divide your pasture area into sections and move the animals from section to section to prevent overgrazing or undergrazing. And another important reason for rotating your pasture is to break the life cycle of internal parasites. System of grazing: 1. Zero grazing: cut and carry animals are not allowed to graze in the field. Instead, cut grasses and legumes will be carried to the animal's house. 15 kels fresh forage, 100 kels WT of animals. Advantages of zero grazing: 1. Goats less exposed to worm infestation. 2. Heavier in weight and higher in milk production, for they can conserve their energy. 3. The land space requirement is minimal. Improved pasture for 6 doe and 1 buck. If 4. Close attention can be given to the animals. 5. The animals will eat more grasses, for they will eat all grasses they can find in the surrounding. System of raising: 2. Grazing system: animals area allowed to graze in the pasture area for an average of 8 hours a day. Good quality pasture equals 9.5 hours. Poor quality pasture equals 11 to 12 hours. Grazing: freely grazing: herd of goats are allowed to freely browse on any available vegetation in the area. Very little management is exercised, except letting the animals loose and herding them at night. Advantages of grazing system: 1. The feeding in pasture is more natural for goats and will also provide them desirable exercise. 2. Feeding is not laborious. 3. The building is less expensive. Disadvantage: 1. Goats more exposed to internal parasite infestation. 2. Goats do not like rain. Thus, when there is rain for a day or 2, the goats go hungry and less supplementary grasses are provided. 3. Land space requirements will be longer. Hopper 6 does. And 1 buck. 3. Tethering when there are only 1 to 2 animals being raised. Of feed resources. Classes of nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, water. Classes of nutrients. 1. Carbohydrates and fats can provide energy that can be used for daily use by the body and protection. 2. Protein forms the flesh of the animal, heal the damaged part of the flesh. 3. Minerals necessary to grow bones and flesh and provide good health. 4. Vitamins, it only needs a little, but helps a lot to maintain the movements of different parts of the body. 5. Water, generally not classified as a nutrient, but its importance to animal health is widely recognized. The animal is 60% to 70% water. 6 to 8 liters water per day per head. Different classification of feedstuffs: concentrates, supplements, roughage. Supplements: feedstuff that is mixed with a primary grain and or roughage to provide all the nutrients required to support the form of production for which it is intended. X. Mineral supplements, vitamin supplements, amino acid supplements, feed additives. Mineral supplements, rich sources of one or more of the inorganic elements needed to perform certain essential body functions. Limestone, source of calcium. Oyster shell, source of calcium. Salt, table salt, source of Na and Cl. Tricalcium phosphate, source of calcium and phosphorus. Vitamin supplements, rich synthetic or natural feed sources of one or more of the complex organic compounds called vitamins. X. Fat-soluble vitamins, B-complex vitamins, vitamin C. Feed additives, substances of non-nutritive nature which when added to feed will improve feed efficiency and or production of animals. X. Antibiotics, drugs, antioxidants, enzymes, flavoring agents, hormones, mold inhibitors, toxin binders, probiotics. Water, cheapest and most abundant nutrient. Percentage of body water varies depending on age. Sources of water: A. Drinking water. B. Water contained in feeds 8 to 30. C. Metabolic water may account 5 to 10% of the water intake. Main function: transport of nutrients and excretion, chemical reactions and solvent properties, body temperature regulation. Goat ration, kind of ration, general purpose ration, homemade ration, milking ration. Ingredients: first class rice bran, ipa-lipol, salt, ground yellow corn, fine rice bran, copra meal, salt, oyster shell. Parts by weight: 100 kels, 75 kilos, 23 kels, 2 kels, 33 kels, 33 kels, 33 kels, 0.5 kels, 0.5 kels. Meat goat ration, tiki, ipal leaf meal, limestone, salt, 77 kels, 15 kels, 6 kels, 2 kels. Suggested feeding guide: age, birth to 3 days, 3 days to 3 weeks, 3 weeks to 4 months, 4 months to freshening. Feed: colostrum, whole milk, concentrates, concentrate, grasses, legumes, water or salt. Amount day: ad libitum, 1 to 1.5 ltrs, up to 8 weeks. All kids will eat to 1 kilogram per day, ad libitum, up to 1/2 kilo of high protein feed. All the doe will eat, all the doe want. Age: milking doe, dry pregnant, buck. Feed: concentrate, grasses, legumes, water, salt. Concentrate: grasses, legumes, water, salt. Concentrate: grasses, legumes, water or salt. Amount day: up to 1 kilo per every liters of milk per day. All the doe will eat, all the doe want. Up to 1 kilo mix per dry animal. All the doe want, all the doe want. Up to 1.2 kilos mixture. Ad libitum, ad libitum. Process to make artificial colostrum: liter cow's milk or goat's milk, 1 ts fish oil, 1 egg. Force the young to drink 3 to 4 times a day. Milk replacer, at least 2x per day. 3 ts milk powder, 1 glass of warm water. 1 ts margarine, ts white sugar, while giving up to 2 months of age. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a lot about this topic.